What's up guys, it's Chris here. Welcome to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be going over Marvel's first digital comic NFT drop that they've ever had, brought to you by VEVE and ECOMI team. Earlier today, I did a live video that we just spent an hour just going over everything, talking about NFTs, talking about OpenSea, talking about VEVE, talking about everything you can possibly imagine, crypto and VEVE and related. And it was a lot of fun. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'll probably be doing that weekly just to be able to hang out with the community. Speaking of community, now that I'm over 1,000 subscribers, I now have a community tab that I'm able to do different polls on and different things like that. I want you to know that if you participate in the polls, I will be doing giveaways in the future, not only for those specific polls, but for those who have interacted with the polls along the way. So you interacting with those polls could help you in the future, and it helps me just get an idea of what kind of content that you guys want to see. Lastly, if you're not already following my Twitter, I have a Twitter specifically dedicated to this YouTube channel. It's called CVerse8. I'll definitely tag it down in the description. And if you're not subbed to the channel, it means a lot if you hit the subscribe button and hit the like button down below. Let's get right into it. I believe this drop is extra special. VEVE actually dedicated its own Medium article specifically to VEVE Digital Comics. And this would be the first VEVE Digital Comics we see hit the VEVE app. This whole section basically just talks about how they're adding comics to it, how digital comics have a edge over physical comics where they don't wear and tear, you don't need bookshelf space, and they can't get damaged. They later talk about how there's different cover variants, so we're going to see the commons, uncommons, rare, ultra rare, and secret rares. We then see the section on purchasing the digital comics. When it comes to purchasing digital comics in the store, you first need to switch to the digital comics section. This is achieved by using the new switcher menu located just under the VEVE logo header bar. Whenever you see the switcher menu within VEVE, you can switch between digital collectibles and digital comics. And it kind of gives you an example right here, going back and forth from the collectibles to the comics. We see that they're going to continue the blind box style in this drop. It says when purchasing a VEVE digital comic, you won't know which cover variant you will get until after purchase, much like the VEVE blind boxes. The cover variant and rarity will be displayed on the purchase success screen in the example below. Thus, the purchaser has secured the rare cover variant. So we see below that this purchaser received the rare variant after he bought it. So he hit buy now, and then it shows the rare variant, and it shows the purchase successful. So an important note for comic delivery is that it will only be known to you after delivery to your collection during high traffic periods, which can take around 30 to 120 minutes. This part is so important and so huge, and I'm so excited about it. So it's the VEVE Comic e-reader. With VEVE Digital Comics, you don't just get the cover, you are buying the full comic, ready to read with VEVE's built-in e-reader, so you can read the digital comic right after it has been delivered to your collection. To read the digital comic, you only need to simply tap the comic cover in your collection. You can then tap on the left or the right to screen navigate through the pages, and double tap in the center of the screen to zoom in and out, and then drag zoomed in page with your finger for an easier reading experience. If you want to zoom in further, you can pinch in with the two fingers. So we have like almost like a Nook or like ebook type style to where these are fully readable comics that we're buying. This is so cool. It's not just like the digital books that you can scale up and scale down. Like you can actually like open these and read these. Like it's insane. Here it is, starting tomorrow, the Marvel Digital Comics on August 19th, and we have more on the 20th and the 21st at 8 a.m. Pacific time. Of course, brought to you on the iOS and Android app by VEVE. So I'm not going to read everything in this article. I just want to go over kind of like what we talked about for an hour and just kind of wrap it all up. But in this drop, you're going to have these three comics. You have the Marvel Comics 1, the number 85, which is the Journey into the Mystery, and the Fantastic Four. So here it is, Marvel Comic number 1. You can see all the variations right here. You have the common, the uncommon, the rare, the ultra rare, and the secret rare. Actually, the first time I was looking over this article, I did not realize that those are all the variations. I thought maybe that was just an image they used. I don't know, it just didn't register for me. So yeah, you can actually already see these on your VEVE app. Shout out to, I wrote it down right here, Dr. Ortiz for letting me know that if you go to your VEVE app right now after the update, you go to feed and you keep scrolling, you'll actually see these already in the store. This drop date is actually tomorrow. This is the one that started all the other Marvel comics in 1939. Just imagine getting any of these, whether it be the common, the uncommon, the rare, or the ultra rare, as the 1939 serial number. I can imagine that even the common will be worth quite some money one day for that type of serial number, or probably even the next day. So one thing I noticed about all of these opposed to the last few drops is there is way more commons and way less of everything else. There's way less uncommons, rares, ultra rares, and secret secret rares. We're talking about less than half and even a third. I believe on the last drop on the Mighty Marvels, the uncommon, Bucky Barnes, there was around 888 of them, if I believe. And this one we see 6,000. So I think one thing to note coming into this app, and this is just a little bit of speculation, is that the commons are probably going to be worth significantly less than even the last commons were. However, everything else I can really see going up in value immediately, but especially, you know, a couple months down the road. Just going off the last drop, we know that the uncommon had a little bit of 2x in value. The blind box cost $13 to buy, and the floor price immediately was $25. I don't know around what the floor price is right now, but I think it kind of hovered around that, so it was around a 2x. Well, if there's 3 times less of these than the last drop, I could assume maybe the price will be 3 times higher. I don't know, just a little bit of speculation. What I do know is that these are definitely altogether should be worth more than the last drop. We only have 3,000 rares, we only have 2,400 ultra rares, and we only have 600 secret rares. This is going to be the blind box format, meaning you're going to pay one set price, which is $6.99, and you have the potential to get any of these. So your $6.99 could be a secret rare worth who knows what even the next day, or it could be a common that could be worth $2 the next day. You just don't know. Next, we have the Journey into the Mystery number 85. I'm pretty excited about this one. I've been watching the Loki series, and it's just so good, and it's also such a hot topic right now. The Journey into the Mystery 85 is actually the first appearance of Loki, the God of Mischief. I'm sure if you're a Marvel fan, you're familiar with who Loki is. This is going to be really cool one to get. The published date was 1952. Of course, there's 5 variants. It's kind of the same style. Again, you have the common, uncommon, rare, ultra rare, and the secret rare. This drop date is August 20th, again at 8 a.m. Pacific time. The price is the same, and there's 5 variants and 50,000 total editions. We see that there's 10,000 less editions of this one than the other one, reducing all of the variants, reducing the commons to 40,000, the uncommons to 5,000, rares to 2,500, ultra rares to 2,000, and secret rares to 500. That's only 500. That's again going to be a steal if you can manage to get a secret rare out of this drop if you're lucky enough. And someone's going to be lucky enough to get a published 1952 edition of the ultra rare, which would probably be worth more than secret rares, but who knows, we'll just see. Lastly, we see the Fantastic Four number 1. I myself am a Fantastic Four fan. I loved watching it growing up. I have never personally read the comic of it, but I'm excited to get this. Just like all the others, there is 5 variants. The published date was 1961, and there's 60,000 total editions, meeting the same amount as the first one. So the Journey into Mystery number 85 is actually going to have the least amount, and the Fantastic Four 1 and the Marvel Comics number 1 are going to have 60,000. There's 48,000 commons, 6,000 uncommons, 3,000 rares, 2,400 ultra rares, and 600 secret rares. Hope this video gives you a full idea of what to expect tomorrow and the upcoming days. I am super excited for it. I hope this to snag me quite a few boxes just to see what all I can get. I can't wait to actually have it in my vault to where I can open it and read it and interact with it. It's going to be crazy. I'm a huge fan of Marvel. I'm a huge fan of VEVE. Having the two work together and in new ways that I've never heard about before. You know, I've read ebooks before, but never in my life have I had an NFT that I could not only interact with, but open up and read. This is just paradigm changing. It's absolutely crazy. So if you made it to the end of this video, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I hit 1K subs. That's been a long-term goal of mine for the last 9 months of putting out content. I want to continue to putting out content, at least 2 videos a week, maybe 1 live a week on top of that. I really appreciate you guys, and until next time, peace out.